Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Right after sick rant against Trump, Black Lives Matter founder said the one thing that will ruin them for good. This time the Black Lives Matter regime has gone way too far. In a shocking video tirade released to the Los Angeles Times, Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors let loose with a sickening diatribe about President Trump. This may be old news coming from the BLM movement, but the message sent this time around is simply unforgivable. We wouldn't as a movement take a seat at the table with Trump because we wouldn't have done that with Hitler. Trump is literally the epitome of evil, all the evils of this country, be it racism, capitalism, sexism, homophobia, and he has set out the most dangerous policies not just that impacts this country but that impacts the globe, said Cullors. So according to Cullors and Black Lives Matter, over 1 million new jobs in the US is literally the epitome of evil. It's also fair to say that these jobs would benefit all communities, including African American communities. But Cullors is adamant that she wants absolutely nothing from President Trump, even when it will clearly help her followers. And so for us, the answer is not to sit with Trump but to resist him and to resist every single policy that he's implemented that impacts our communities, Cullors said. I'm thinking about what I want my children to know in 30, 40, 50 years, and I want them to know that I resisted a president at all costs because this president literally tried to kill our communities. These are not the words of someone who wants a peaceful resolution. These are fighting words, plain and simple, and the last thing this country needs is more racial tension. If Cullors and Black Lives Matter don't want to follow President Trump, that's their choice, but what's the point of trying to ignite more violence in our cities? President Trump has done nothing but work to broker peace in the streets, and it's people like Cullors who want to unravel all the amazing achievements of our Commander-in-Chief. Did you stand with Trump against these disgusting attacks? If you do, share this like wildfire to stop them for good. Sources: dailycaller.com. Kill shot head Republican just destroyed everything the white supremacists had left. I want to start this out by first saying that white supremacists and Republicans have absolutely nothing in common. They are a bunch of big government, pro-socialism fascists, and we, obviously, stand against all that BS. They said that hate groups have no business in the party of Abraham Lincoln. The RNC's official statement at their big summer event said, "The racist beliefs of Nazis, the KKK, white supremacists and other like-minded groups are completely inconsistent with the Republican Party's platform and have no fruitful place in the United States." As we all know, the RNC these days is very reflective of President Trump's personal message after he got one of his biggest supporters, Ronna Romney McDaniel, appointed as the first ever female head of the Republican Party. Ronna herself went on ABC and told the haters out there, "We don't want your vote, we don't support you, we'll speak out against you." Trump made himself very clear when he said he will not support any hate groups that invoke violence to get their way, be it the Klan, the National Socialists, Nazis, or Antifa. Their ideology has no place in our party or our government. It's up to us to see that the Republican message get carried out everywhere so people see we are the party of equal rights, not hate, like the left. Help share this everywhere and make it happen. Look which news channel was caught vandalizing statue. Trump must see ASAP. Arizona Department of Public Safety is investigating the vandalism of a monument in Phoenix, Arizona, and they found something interesting. The vandalism was found out by Brian West from a local NBC affiliate. Watch the crazy video below. According to CFI, Brian West from Channel 12 did an exclusive story on the statue. He went to a Confederate memorial at Wesley Boland Plaza to talk about memorials. He then found the memorial defaced and saw a guy on a bicycle running from the scene. He called the police at that moment. However, the surveillance video below shows the news van turn on its headlights and you can see a suspect walk past the van carrying 2 cans of spray paint. He gets on the bike and rides right toward the headlights of the van. Literally 1 minute later you can see the news crew set up to do the story. According to Huckabee, the video showed a suspect arriving 11 minutes before the news crew shows up and rides around them all alone. Share this to expose what the crooked media does. They are literally making news out of nothing now. This is treasonous, fear-mongering behavior. Sound off. Huckabee just brought the smackdown on Senator Jeff Flake that every Reno needs to hear. Former Governor of Arkansas Mike Huckabee went on Fox News Thursday and attacked Trump critic Republican Senator Jeff Flake in a scathing rebuke that should leave all Renos running for the hills. Huckabee was being interviewed by Leland Vittert when he blasted Flake for his book Conscience of a Conservative, which was highly critical of President Trump and his supporters. Huckabee said nobody should be surprised that President Trump criticized Flake for his hit piece. Well, I think Jeff Flake writing a book trying to, poke at Donald Trump. He should have known that when you poke at Donald Trump, he is going to come back at you. I mean, my gosh, did somebody miss the entire 2016 presidential race and not see the primary as well as the general election? Huckabee then accused Flake of using his book as a publicity stunt, rather than to actually offer helpful advice. But more importantly, here is something I wish the senator would understand: if he's got a difference with the president, take it to him, but do it in private. What it seemed that Jeff Flake was interested in doing was selling a lot of books, and by taking on Donald Trump every liberal show was just gushing over him for having done that. Huckabee then said something that was totally true and that all Renos should hear: Democrats defend each other, Republicans don't. The Democrats stick together, Leland. You let one of the Democrats, say something ridiculous and they circle the wagons behind that person, they never call them out. A Republican can't wait to run in front of a camera and trash the president. These Renos need to understand we elected President Trump because we wanted something different from the Republican Party. We need them to work with the president to make it happen. Do you agree? Share it loud and share it proud. tirade clear politics. The moment this judge banged his gavel, the Democrats' worst nightmares came true. The Democrats have been able to garner just enough support to stop the Republicans in Congress since Trump took control. Any step towards progress has been thwarted despite the majority of Republicans. This was until the Democrats got the worst news they could have ever gotten. They just lost their ability to stop Republicans in the Senate after a judge denied Senator Menendez's, D&J, ask for reprieve until the investigation Menendez is caught up and is finished. Menendez can't vote until his investigation is over. His trial isn't for another month. And of all the things that Menendez could have been indicted for, he was brought up on charges of corruption. This means that if the congressional Republicans can get their act together, they could be able to stop the Democrats' wall of progress and push things through like Obamacare repeal. Who could have imagined this situation? The Democrats have hamstringed themselves because they are under investigation. Sound familiar? This is the best possible news that Republicans could have gotten as they try to repeal Obamacare and save the country from going bankrupt trying to pay for Obama's broken system. This should light a spark for congressional Republicans to finally take a step forward instead of 8 years of backpedaling. It's over. Trump just did the one thing that will end Obama's legacy for good. Remember what Trump thinks about political correctness? He said he doesn't have much time for it, and this country doesn't have time for it either. He also said it takes too long. And people don't want it. It's just one reason why we patriots elected him, right? Well, the liberals don't have time for anything else. They have no sense of humor, no openness to any view other than their own. Here's an example. On Thursday, Trump dared to have a little fun, and retweeted an image of himself covering up former President Obama. That's right, ending his legacy. The original tweet said "best eclipse ever." That seems pretty relevant, given this week's eclipse. Well, the liberals got their collective panties in a wad over it, of course. Said he should take it down, it's not appropriate, claimed it was egging on racists and that he doesn't understand eclipses. Nonsense, all of it. Trump has been very clear about how he feels about Obama's presidency. He obviously thinks he can run the country better. Obama is the most recent past president and Trump loved a tweet showing him eclipsing Obama. That's it. Liberals, lighten up. You think too dang much. If you agree, share this everywhere, so it's out on all social media. And comment "best eclipse ever." H. T. Politico.